Hi everyone, my name is Jenna. Welcome to today's Biomimicry lesson, where we're going to explore an interesting question. What makes a city work and what makes nature work? Now, let's get started to the lesson. By the end of this lesson, you'll be able to do three things. First, you'll identify what makes a city function. Second, you'll learn how forests, beehives, and other ecosystems solve similar problems. And third, you'll practice thinking like nature to help solve human problems. Our big idea for today is that cities and natures both need systems to survive. A system is a group of parts that work together. Nature has been solving problems for billions of years, and we can learn a lot by paying attention to how it works. Before we go any further, let's start with the warm-up question. Think about this question. What problems do humans face in cities? And what is one thing a city needs to stay healthy, and where have you seen nature solving a problem? You can pause the video and think about this before we go ahead. Some problems cities and humans face are things like being too hot or too cold, too noisy, flooding, poor drainage, pollution, difficulty getting around, and finding food and shelter. Cities are systems. A city is a system, which means that it has many parts that must work together. City needs things like water, energy, shelter, transportation, and a way to deal with waste. If one part stops working, it affects the whole city, just like in nature. Nature faces problems too. Animals and plants also face problems every day. They deal with things like heat and cold, hunger, lack of water, predators, movement, and shelter. But here's the amazing part. Nature already has solutions everywhere we look. What problem is this solving? So let's look at some examples from nature. A polar bear's thick fur helps us stay warm. A cactus stores water so it can survive in the desert. A duck's waterproof feathers keep it dry. Termite mounds allow air to flow and cool their homes, also known as ventilation. And ants store food for later. Each of these is a solution to a problem. Nature is solving these challenges every day. So here's just a quick table of some ways that nature deals with a problem and humans deal with the problem or need. Humans often solve the same problems as nature, just in different ways. So for example, animals use fur or feathers to stay warm. Humans wear jackets and coats. Birds and insects use wings to move, while humans build airplanes. Nature gives us ideas, and humans turn those ideas into inventions. Cities and ecosystems are both systems because they do similar jobs. In a forest, tree roots move water and leaves use sunlight for energy. In a city, pipes move water and power lines move electricity. Animals store food like squirrels saving nuts. People store food in grocery stores, fridges, and warehouses. Trees and plants protect animals by giving shade and shelter. Buildings protect people from rain, cold, and storms. In nature, old leaves and dead plants break down and become soil. In cities, we recycle, compost, and clean water to reuse it. Everything in a forest is connected. Plants, animals, and bugs depend on each other. Everything in a city is also connected. Roads, buildings, people, and services work together. Forests and cities look different, but they both solve similar problems to support life. So here we have a quick match game, so let's make some connections and try seeing if you can get them right. You can go ahead and pause this video and connect them yourselves. So these are the answers. So we're going to go ahead and go through each example. Termite mounds are inspired buildings with natural air conditioning. Bird wings inspired airplanes, and tree roots inspired plumbing systems. Humans learn by observing how nature works. Now it's time to reflect and for you to think like a designer. If nature was your teacher, what problem would you ask it to solve? Think about something that bothers you or something that could work better. You can say your idea out loud, write it down, or draw it. You can go ahead and pause the video to do that as well. Nature has been solving problems for billions of years. When we pay attention and learn from it, we can create better ideas, better cities, and a better world. That is it for today. Thanks for learning. Bye.
Don't forget to subscribe our channel.